Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Everquest Old School. And on tonight's episode, I am joined by a very good friend of mine. We have Cypher Deck,
Heyo.
and you are playing your Shadow Knight tonight.
Yes, sir.
Now, what level is your Shadow Knight?
He is the big 4-0.
Oh, nice. So you're in one of those heck level, man.
Yep.
And of course, guys, I am playing my Cleric right now. He is level 35. He actually just leveled up on the last video. He only needed about 5%, maybe 6% when he got into this zone. And over the course of about 40 minutes, he got that experience that he needed. So the experience here is not as great as it would be as if we were in a group killing multiple, massive amounts of creatures. But this zone itself is fantastic for experience. I would highly suggest anybody around this level that can hunt in Lower Guck coming over here and just checking it out, because there's two different sides to the zone. There's a living side and an undead side. The undead side is usually where people tend to congregate for many reasons. One, it has better loot. It has a lot more names there. Two, it's undead, and a lot of people like paladins and clerics like undead places because they get spells that are specifically tailored to those places. And so you'll find a lot of clerics and paladins in places like that, and other people like that. Other people like finding clerics, and they like finding tanks. So it's very useful for groups kind of meeting together and forming and doing things there. But the living side also has some pretty good stuff. It has the Evil Eye bag that gives you, I think it's 60% weight reduction, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's see here. I got it on me. 70%.
70%. So it's pretty nice. It's a decent sized bag. It's not giant. It's just large, just like the regular bags that you normally have on you are. But it can lower some of the weight, especially if you're a warrior or a shadow knight. You're gonna have multiples of weapons that you're gonna kind of switch out and put back in. You're gonna be able to reduce some of the weight on those items. And for anybody who's ever picked up a staff or a two-handed weapon and seeing that it weighs like 16 pounds, you know that 60 to 70% weight reduction on an item like that is going to be, a decent amount of weight. And if you have 4 or 5 of those items, that's going to be maybe 20 or 30 pounds that you can take off of your weight just on that alone, just by having that backpack. So a very, very useful item to get. You can pull it from the living or from the undead side too. I've seen people do that, but it's not as easy as just going to the living side. So we're going to try to get our way there if we can. Last time we kept getting ad after ad, and because I really can't participate too much in the damage of these mobs, to be honest. I mean, I can stun them every so often if I really wanted to, but I try to save all the power that I have for heals. So the damage is really coming down to Cypher here with his Shadow Knight. And how's that going for you, man? How's that been so far?
Oh, it's been pretty good. I'm liking it.
I mean, are you doing a lot of damage to him? Are you getting resisted a fair bit, or
Well, I hit between 20 and 60 damage per his swing.
and your spells they're landing a lot, or they kind of just fizzle on them, and you don't really get that damage as much?
Um, the spells usually hit. I don't really notice the resist. Because I don't actually have it on my main bar. I don't pay attention to the resist.
Oh, okay. Because for a Shadow Knight, I guess it really doesn't matter one way or the other, because in this game, when you cast a spell on an enemy, whether that spell takes or not, it still gives you the same amount of hate as if it did. So for
Yep.
a Shadow Knight, that's all you really are concerned for the most part. I mean, yeah, the extra damage is really, really nice to get, but as a tank, especially in his situation, he just needs the extra aggro. So he got 2 guys on him right there. So
Got
this is,
three now.
yeah. I'm going to go ahead and try rooting one here, the Knight, and then I'm going to toss him a heal, because I don't want to toss him a heal, then try rooting, because I'm going to have that guy on me. So let's see, we're going to do Superior Heal. This should get him back up to about an 80, not 91 actually. Okay, and then Knight broke. Nope, no, there's just 2 Knights. Okay. So last time we got a little bit unlucky, and we actually had 2 Shamans at 1 Knight. This time it's 2 Knights and 1 Shaman. So that Shaman dispelled like every buff that you had on you that last time, right?
Oh yeah.
What did he do to this time? Did he slow you down? Did he cast anything on you?
Nope. Wasn't able to get anything on me.
Oh, but he was casting though, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, so you resisted everything he has. Yeah, shamans or any caster in general are pretty, nasty creatures to go against if you have to. I think most tanks type, tend to prefer the type of melee or rogue type creature to kill, because rogues, they really are not that bad as long as you're not running away from them. So
Yeah.
as a tank, if you can face all the enemies to the front of you, which is not that hard to do for most places that you're in, you're going to be pretty well off taking those guys on. But casters, holy crap! I remember casters back in the day just killing my Shadow Knight over and over and over again on pools because they were able to do that so quickly. Which ones do you prefer? I mean, I know the casters are the ones you attack first in a group, but do you try to shy away from those when you're soloing?
Yeah, I don't. Well, actually, not really. If I'm soloing, I'm not usually in a dungeon. I'm usually out in a big area. So I usually fear casters and don't really worry about them too much. Even in Shadow Knights, if I have to fight a Shadow Knight, I'll make a pet and just sacrifice the pet to the Shadow Knights. Harm touch.
Right. Well, I mean, the only reason I kind of shot away from for the most part is that the downtime on healing is so great that even if you're able to kill a caster before he kills you, you're going to be sitting there for a long time waiting for your power or your life to go back up. Do you find that a problem, or do you use bind wound?
No, I'm a lazy Shadow Knight. I like to sit down, relax between pulls, so I can get the mana. And we're gonna need it going into the tunnels with the minotaurs.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm all the way back up to 80%, so I'm good on power. But
Okay.
I know you need a little bit to actually be able to do some of the damage.
Well, I just want to make sure that I have a snare for for when they run and so on.
Right. And it seems like your snare actually takes a little bit more than my instill does, which is the route that I got this level. So it's kind of weird that this one seems like a worse route than my last one. But what do we got? Shin gauntlets. So we'll take those if we can. Nope, I already have that item in the bank somewhere. Let's get
Of
up here.
course.
Well, I try to hold on to them just in case, because we do have a few people who have bards, and it'd be nice to be able to turn those into some of that Lambent gear at some point for them. Even though the item is no trade at the moment, because it's the Shin stuff, when you finally turn it into the Lambent armor, it is tradable. You can sell it or you can give it away. So it'd be nice to either give it to somebody that we know that needs it, or to save it for the giveaways. And that's something I like to do whenever I possibly know what the end quest is going to be. And there's plenty of quests in the zone where you see no trade stuff drop all the time, and people are like, "What is that?" And nobody has any clue. So
Yep. There's three items that drop here for the Lambent Armor quest, and that's the chest, the gauntlets, and the greaves. I think.
yeah, I already got the gauntlets and the greaves. I haven't seen the chest piece drop just yet, but I'm guessing that's kind of rare.
Well, it's off of gargoyles.
Oh, okay, which you can find over there on the undead side.
Yep. And if we go
Let's see, what are they talking about? You can't claim frenzy when I've killed 3 spawns, pal. You were nowhere to be seen. You haven't. That's a lie. 3 times, and we're going back to our camp. Oh wow. Okay, so they're fighting over the frenzy now.
yep.
Oh man, that's just it seems like the game is hard enough as it is. You really don't need to be a jerk about it. I don't know which side over there is right. I'm sure one of them was actually there, and I think there's a rule. What is it? 5 minutes, 6 minutes that you have to get back to your camp before somebody else can move in and claim it.
Nope. As soon as someone moves away from their camp is gone.
No, but I've heard Circuit actually talk about it, where if the camp wipes, if you all die, you have a certain amount of time to get back to your corpses and then claim the camp again for yourself.
Well, that may be true, but camps are really superficial. They're only as strong as you being there for them.
Yeah, technically, but if you do a petition and they come out, and you better hope that they don't, guys, because from what I've heard on Cirkin, If you can't work it out between the two of you, and you, at least if you try to work it out between the two of you, and the other guy is just being a jerk about it, and he's not listening and not cooperating even in the slightest, then that guy is not going to have a good day if they do manage to come out. But they are busy people, so they're not always going to be able to make it. But Sirkin has made it very, very clear that if you're being a butt and you're not willing to work it out with the other side, that's going to be pretty much the end of your case. That, you know, he doesn't care about anything else, whether you're right or wrong. If you're not even willing to work it out with the other side, or give some kind of compensation, then you're out of there. So he doesn't want to be called in for all these little pesky problems all the time when you guys haven't even tried to talk it. But you can see right here, they're talking it out. In fact, they're yelling at each other. So
Yeah, one guy is now spamming it out, it looks like.
it said they wiped with glitches.
Yep. But, you know, it really depends on how long they took to get back.
Yeah.
And if that guy, how long it took for that guy to get there to take that camp from.
But we've been here for a little while, guys. In fact, if you go back and watch our earlier video, you'll see that guy has been camping that spot with a
Yep, he
group
even
for.
asked for a sixth member.
He asked for a fourth member, and then a fifth one, then a sixth one. So he's been camping that spot for a little while with the group, and the fact that their group got wiped, and now he's saying it's because of a glitch. It doesn't really matter if it was a glitch or not. He's been there for a while, and it just comes down to common etiquette.
Oh, are you good?
Yeah,
Over there?
I'm
What's
about
going
to
on
die.
with
This guy's beating on me a little bit. Let me back up and try to heal myself. But yeah, it comes down to like proper etiquette. If you know there's a group there and you see them wipe, and then you move in instantly, even if it's within like the 5-minute timer, you're a jerk. Like, you know they're camping that area. You know they're going to be
Yeah.
back for their bodies. Just wait, because a lot of the time, if people wipe, they go back, get their corpses, and then they're just like, we're done with the camp. We're not coming back. Then you can pick it up, and nobody's mad at you. Nobody's sore. Everything's right with the world, and you got the camp, and you're able to keep going with it. But if you're just going to swoop in like that, you're going to get a lot of people upset with you. And in the end, this game, people remember. People remember who the jerk is, and they remember not to invite you to groups in the future. And you can go that route. There was plenty of people back in the day that did not care one way or the other what their reputation was like. In the
Yep.
end, though, the higher the level you get, the more that reputation actually starts taking effect. And you would see those people sitting at zone entrances in like Seb and higher level zones asking for groups for like 12 hours. And you would see people in the zone saying, we needing one more, needing two more for this group. And them, you know, doing OOC saying, hey, I could get in there. And they're like, no, we want somebody else. So you just would never get into groups after that. And those people eventually, I just stopped seeing them. Like, they would just disappear. And I don't know if they just created new characters or if they left the game altogether, but you know, it just it's not good for you. You don't be a jerk just so you can get in some extra loot. It's not going to work out for you in the end.
Man, these things are taking forever.
Yeah, they got some hit points on them. But that's because you're taking two of them on at the same time, which is why your life's going down as fast as it was. But we're good. I'm at 41%. Now you got just one left, so.
Yep, I'm at 7%.
Oh, man, you're welcome for the entertainment tonight, Lower Guck.
Yeah, because the other guys ended up saying, where in the rules does it mention you lose your camp if you get killed by a glitch? To be honest, if your whole group wipes, you've lost that camp unless you can get back to your bodies. I don't know. I really don't want to mess with rules. That's what Sirkin and all those guys are for.
Right.
Because you may have spent a lot of time camping something, but when you die, you're not at that camp anymore. And that's how I usually see it, is that unless you were able to get back to the camp within the time to get your bodies that the mobs haven't respawned yet, then you still own that camp.
Oh, crap.
What? Another one?
Another two.
Okay. Okay. We need to zone then.
Three. Yeah, let's run it. Let's run it, guy.
Okay.
Let me know if you need me to stop and heal you.
Oh, nope. You just go.
But yeah, I mean, it comes down to what the GMs on the server want to set as rules. And if they set it as one way and you do something different, you know, you're going to get you're gonna get banned or maybe even worse than that. So just try not to break the rules too much. But I always looked at it as if you know that they were trying to camp that area and they died, I would go in there and I would give them reses and stuff like that, get them back on their feet, and then usually they'd be like, okay, we're out of here. Or even better yet, a lot of the time they'd be like, thank you for doing that. When they finally did decide to leave, they would let my group know about it and we would move in. So like I said, it comes down to how you want to be remembered and how you want to be seen on the server. And in the end, it usually, promotes you to be nice because then they'd be nice to you in the end. And I remember being in lower gut quite a bit and actually having it where when my group got hurt, we could go down to another group and they would heal us and they would help us with that pull just because we had done the same thing to them. So, being friendly with people along both sides is definitely a good thing. If you want to run back down there now that those guys have reset, we should be able to get right back to that area pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And I'm at 30%, so that's not too bad as long as we don't pull three at one time. We should be good.
Yep. Those guys are just all roamers, so it just makes it a little bit hard to get past them. But when you do, then you're pretty much close to where we need to be
Right.
for the evil eye. Once we get to the evil eye room, everything should be pretty easy, unless we die to the evil eye.
Well, I know you can get there pretty easy too because you got Invis to Undead and regular Invis, so you're one of the
Yeah.
few classes that actually have that. The rest of us have to kind of work our way there or use pots. And to be honest, I'm not really a big fan of potions. I know a lot of people absolutely love them, but they didn't have those in the game when I used to play, and I love the fact that if you wanted a sow, if you wanted a Spear of the Wolf or a sow, however you want to say that, you had to go find a class that had it. Made them valuable to have near you or in a group or in a zone because of those reasons. The same thing when you had to get a teleport. You had to go find somebody who has it. Even though druids are greedy buttheads, you had to go do it. You had to go give them one. Or if you happen to find a wizard, which is very, very rare, you could get a teleport from them as well. So I don't know. I liked classes being useful for the spells that made them unique. And
Yeah.
pots kind of take that away a little bit. You can get damaged shield pots. You can get, Spirit of Wolf pots. You can get all these different kinds.
Well, yeah, I don't know when alchemy was implemented, but I thought it wasn't too far into the game.
I don't think it was in Kunark. I think it was in Velius that they started putting those pots in there. So,
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, soap potions are very easy for me to want to get because those are going to be more beneficial than anything else. Damage shield is just one of those things that you have your damage shield added to a druid's damage shield, and that's how you get power leveled. So
right. No,
that is literally the power level potion.
I just meant that it's not that I don't like them because I definitely do like Spirit of Wolf pots, and it's just nice to be able to use those. But it definitely kind of takes something away from that other class because now people don't need to go to you to get that anymore. Oh wow, these guys hurt quite a bit. Okay, so I am going to hold off on healing myself so I can heal you. Let me know when you kill that first one. How close is he?
He's at 3%.
Okay, let me know when he's dead and you got some aggro on that second one, and then I will cast a superior heal on you. Because I don't know if I can take another
Oh
hit
my
from...
goodness.
We got another one?
No, I'm just I have no mana and
That's alright, I
these
got you.
things hurt.
I got you. As soon as you get some aggro on him, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and give you a superior heal. It should get you up to about 50-something. 62? Okay, that's good. And you should be able to kill him like that. And I do have a little bit of extra power, so if you need for me to root him, just let me know when, and I'll go ahead and cast it on him.
Okay, we should be fine as far as that goes.
Yeah. And then we need to... how close to a safe spot can we get a little further in before we get attacked by something?
There really isn't any good safe spots till we get to the evil eye.
Because I need a little bit of time to med up to get a little bit more power before... But everything is in there is dead except for one other guy. So we might be able to push a little further in if you think there's a spot where we can sit. But if not, things are going to start spawning on us at any moment back here. So
Yeah.
let me see if I can get a heal on you. Yep. Okay. Superior heal incoming. Oh crap. Nope. 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 Nope.
But
Wrong guy targeted.
oh,
There we go. Superior heal incoming. And I should use duck instead of move, but you know, panicked right there. Oh great. Now he decides to run.
harm touch is down.
And I have no power for root. There we go. Oh, and we got
Oh
another one.
no,
Oh crap. Okay, what do you think? Can you get him off of me?
I can't. No, come on. No, don't die.
I'm so gonna die, guys. I'm at 0% right now. Get him off of me, please,
I
please.
can't.
Oh, I am
He's
dead.
not coming off of me.
Wow, what in the world happened there? He just came out of nowhere and he decided that I was the guy who insulted his sister or something because
Yep.
he just wanted me dead. He just definitely did not want me to survive that. So I am going to respawn here in the zone in just a second because I'm actually bound at the
Oh,
entrance.
are you bound inside here?
Yeah, worst place to find myself. But hey, it works. Where are you at? Okay, there you go. You're
Zone,
running.
zone,
Yep,
zone.
yep, I'm going. Yeah, I was gonna find myself outside, but then I was like, no, we're fine in here. We're not gonna die. Not gonna be a problem. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was probably not a good idea, guys. Not a good idea. But I think this is a good place to go ahead and end the episode. We're gonna go back down, get my corpse, which is actually not that far from the entrance, so that won't be a problem whatsoever. And again, he does, our Shadow Knight does have feigned death as well as invisibility and those types of things. So that again, that shouldn't be too big of an issue. But I do want to thank you guys all for watching. If you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. But more than that, if you're watching on my channel, go check out Cypher Dex. He plays Everquest, Everquest 2, a lot of video games, Grow Home, things of that sort that, I really don't tend to play that often or at all. So if you want to see a little bit of some other games out there that I haven't shown you just yet, you can definitely check out his channel. Again, guys, as always, I'll catch you next time.
Bye.